Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at comparing and ordering real numbers given some real world situations. So this first one, we have a list of numbers ordered from least value to greatest value. And I know that that is important because that tells me that what's already here is in order. But then I have one number missing, so I got to put one number right here. I want to know which number could be the missing number. So what goes in my box? Now, when I look at this, I realize I need a number that's between 3.71 and the square root of 17. So really, this 18/5 is kind of some extra information I don't need to pay attention to. I just need to figure out what is in between 3.71 and the square root of 17. So I already know what 3.71 is as a decimal, but I can go use Desmos to figure out what the square root of 17 is. So when I approximate the square root of 17, I get 4.12 if I round to the nearest hundredth. So I'm going to go back and say, all right, what is between 3.71 and 4.12? So looking at this, I can already get rid of A because I know 4 and 5/10 is greater than 4.12. So that is not going to be right. So I'm going to strike through that answer. I know the next answer, 3.8%, we want to say, hey, perfect. That fits right in there. But we need to remember that percents are based out of 100. And so in the calculator, I can go find what 3.8 out of 100 is to see if that's a value that falls between these two, the minimum and the maximum. I'm going to use Desmos, and I'm going to say 3.8. Oops. Just going to enter 3.8 divided by 100. And I get 0.038. When I go back and look at that, that is not between those two values. So again, I can strike through B. Next, we have 57 over 15, which I can approximate in Desmos. We find 57 divided by 15, and we get 3.8. And that seems like a good answer choice, so we're going to go back and look and say, okay, well, that was equal to 3.8, which does fit in between 3.71 and 4.12. So I'm thinking this might be our answer. And if I look at D, I know D is not reasonable because that is 3.9 squared. And 3.9 is almost 4. And 4 squared, which is really 4 times 4, is 16. And that is way too big. So I can strike through that answer too. And I get an answer that is C. So the value of 57 over 15 falls in between 3.71 and the square root of 17, which we approximated to 4.12. All right. Thank you very much.